Oh God, I'm so glad you're back. I thought after that disgusting display of emotion the other day, you'd never want to speak to me again. Well, if I'm not, who else will be? I let you see me in a compromised state the other day. And for what? A silly little anniversary? I don't let things like that get me down. But it did tell me something.
They give you a kind smile.
Your opinion of me is way more important than I realized. I was so desperate for you to see me as the sensual being that I am, and not just some big joke. I was overlooking that we're pretty good together as friends all this time. We do, don't we? I'm lucky, honestly. It's hard to come back from embarrassing yourself like that. But I get to go through life with a good friend like you at my side. So thanks. And listen. You ever want this to be a friendship with benefits, you need only say the word. But otherwise, just know, you'll always have a good friend right here in your drawer.
An armored warrior of some kind stands before you, a massive sack of loot slung over his shoulder. He greets you cheerfully, something about his smile and tone reminding you of your own customer service voice at work.
Hey there! I'm Michael Transaction. But you can call me Mikey! Congratulations! Thanks for your purchase of the Date Everything Luxurious Edition! Your purchase gives you exclusive access to new features never seen in the game before. Exclusive access to the fantastic red shirt. Exclusive access to the art book. Exclusive access to the soundtrack. Exclusive access to phone backgrounds. Exclusive access to Lucinda Lavish. And most importantly, exclusive access to me and my store, baby! Hey, you wouldn't be the first. I mean...
Mikey hefts his sack of loot onto his other shoulder, shifting uncomfortably.
Stacy and I separated a little while ago, but we were in love for a time. Hell, shouldn't bring that up so soon. Unlocking access to me means that you gain access to the Date Everything loot box! Each day, you can pull me up to 5 times for my extreme bonus armor! This armor is so powerful that it can raise your spec stats, meaning that you can blaze past huge portions of this game on your path to 100% completion! Then you'll love pulling for my armor regardless! It's fun! You can pull for my common boots of true presence. They have a high chance of being pulled. Or you can pull for my epic gauntlets of stardom. They have a small chance of being pulled. Or you can pull for my legendary cuirass of unwavering magnetism. This extremely rare piece of cosmetics has a tiny chance of being pulled. But it does exist! Trust me, I'm regulated by several gaming boards. It costs a mere 8 brundles for each pull. Brundles are a special kind of currency that you have exclusive access to. I don't know. But they taste amazing! In order to get your hands on some brundles, you have to spend money. You get 5 money per day. Save up for big pulls. You're asking those thinker-type questions. I love it. And I always have a great explanation. Oh, well, you said money with no capitalization. That's totally different from money with the capitalization. You have very little money. But just by being at your home, Valdivian pays out its employees 5 money per day as a way of saying thank. Yeah, that. Come by when you've saved up enough money and pull me, baby!
Valdutiantites! Yo, yo! It's your boy, David Most! Coming to you live from the best virgin mojito bar ever. Like, this stuff for real is legit so good. I've had like 12, and I feel amazing. Can't believe there's not any alcohol in it. JH19. Hey, did you guys see how dope that presentation was? We rocked that. Like, people keep saying we're at dire financial straps and need urgent restructuring. Even my dad was like, "You're gonna get smoked by your top competitor, Bitewave." Dead ass. And I'm like, "Okay, Dad, if you like Bitewave so much, why don't you marry them?" But does Bitewave have a contract with the U.S. government? No. I just want to say I love you guys, but not Franklin. Don't love or miss Franklin at all. You hear me, Franklin? Night-night, nerds.
It's jarring to hear someone else's voice singing in your shower. After all, you haven't brought anybody home since you've been here. But this isn't some forgotten paramour from the night before. There's a singer in your bathroom, and he's using your showerhead as a microphone. While his singing may be less than professional, he certainly looks the part. His handsome face is framed by glistening ringlet curls, and his clothing has a sterile, hygienic vibe, a stark contrast to the smouldering, sensitive artist you see before you.
Honka, honka, wet hot love. Honka, honka, wet hot love. Honka, honka. Oh, hey! Oh, jeepers. Didn't hear you come in. I weren't expecting company, especially such a ravishing company. Come right on in, darling. Be sure to wear a shower cap or you're gonna get yourself a mighty wet. And a mighty fine sense of humor about you, too. It's maybe the best quality a person can possess. Right up there with calf roping. Well, I'm just as happy as a pig in mud that you decided to stop on in. It's mighty nice to see a new face around these parts. Variety is the spice of life, as they say, and I can tell you're a healthy dose of paprika. Well, maybe you're more of a cayenne. Sweet. Ooh, that's sweet. Like nectar straight from the honeysuckle. Unless you ingest a whole spoonful, of course. But you can't fool Johnny Splash. Not 3 times, anyway. Not again. No, sir. Well, I reckon we'll have to get to know each other better to really find out. Well, you're mighty welcome. Name's Johnny Splash. Whoa! And I just want to make absolutely sure whoever saunters over my way is treated with the most respect and hospitality a gentle shower like myself can offer. I'm just trying to do my old great-granddaddy proud. It was a septic tank, you know, 1,000-gallon, double compartment. Polyethylene, through and through. No fooling. Ain't that the truth? It's just real darn important that folks keep coming by. Truth be told, get kind of monotonous around these parts. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. The bathroom can be a frighteningly monotonous kind of place. Just duller than dishwater. Or toilet water, as the case may be. I mean, just think on it for a second here. Would you go to a bathroom to have yourself a good old time? To experience something new and exciting? To meet someone famous or important? See, that's exactly my point. That's just not what your average bathroom is for. Your common bathroom is a utilitarian kind of joint. Sure, it's useful and consistent, but it ain't a particularly lively spot. Ain't no nightclubs in no bathrooms, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I usually spend all my time doing around here? Heck, I wish. Truth is, darling, I spend 99% of my day sitting around doing absolutely nothing at all. Do you know how long it takes the average person to shower? Oh, that's positively accurate. It takes the average person 12 minutes. As your shower, I ain't here to pass judgment, baby. That's between you and the Department of Water and Power. And God. Here's my point about showering. for the average person is 12 minutes. I looked it up and everything. 12 minutes of a water spraying, shampoo foaming, washcloth scrubbing routine. And don't get me wrong, those 12 minutes ain't bad at all. But do you know how long a day is? Whoa! Hey, I'm not so sure about that. According to my studies, 1,440 minutes. Which means my job is quite literally just 1% of my day. It's gosh darn terrible is what it is. See, I'm a shower. If I ain't being used, it ain't like I can just get up and go boogieing down at the dance hall or something. I can't just hop on over to the malt shop for a milkshake and some like canoodling. No, I'm just here, perpetually stuck in this humdrum, go-nowhere existence. Do you know how that makes me feel? You're gosh darn right. Sorry for swearing, Mama. It makes me feel unfulfilled, listless. Bored stiff, like a scarecrow in a cornfield. Like I'm gonna be stuck here forever, and all my dreams ain't never gonna come true. Gosh darn it. Did I go and say that out loud? Listen, I don't prefer to talk about that. There just ain't much reason to have your head up in the clouds when your pipes are firmly bolted to the drywall. Some people get to have dreams, but Johnny Splash gets to waste away listening to leaky faucet strip. And that's all there is to it. Oh, what the heck? You done twisted my temperature knob. Now, I reckon I usually don't do this, but you got a trustworthy face. Plus, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just a little bit sweet on you. So, I'll tell you my super secret dreams on one condition. Come back and visit me again tomorrow. Show me this ain't some meaningless fling for you. Come back around, and I'll share with you the secret I ain't never shared with anyone else before. Hope I'll see you then. Now you better mosey on out of here quick. Plumbers are coming soon to fix my water pressure issues. Uh-huh.
Based on how plastered David was in his last most mail, he must have finally discovered the prototype is missing. He'll sober up soon, though, and when he does, he'll stop at nothing to ensure its retrieval. If he fails, he'll be at the mercy of some very powerful people. He'll never allow that. I guess it's imperative that we trust each other. And I've been asking you to trust me without being fully transparent. I know all this because I created the Dateviators. I'm glad you think so. We are obviously in alignment. Anyway, I can't talk now. I'm stealing coffee shop Wi-Fi and the barista finally noticed I'm only ordering tap water. Remember, under no circumstance allow David to know you possess the prototype.
There's a presence in the room with you. You're sure of it, but you can't make anything out in the darkness. As you search for whoever it might be, they address you in somber, funereal tones.
As the light fades and dusk draws, all hope becomes despair. Do you wish to proceed? Is that so? Let regret not fill your heart then. Hark! For your greatest fears manifest in yours truly.
A monstrous creature takes shape from the darkness itself, a terrifying amalgam of bones both human and animal, grotesque, clawed fingers, and seething, swirling shadow.
From brazen earth to the heavens most incorrigible, the shadows quiver, the shadows quake and quail. Light has no purchase here, for I am XXX Shadow Lord 420XXX! Exclamation point. See you. Of course. I am darkness incarnate. From now on, you are my penumbra. Penumbra. I am the umbra, the darkest core. You are the penumbra. My companion acts in shade, like an outer shadow cast from an eclipse. Yes! So tell me, Penumbra, what brings you to the call of night? Did you find that out on your own? Or did you use a hint? Observant. I enjoy those who observe. You appear to be romancing the objects in your domicile. I see. You are embarked on a most interesting quest. However, it is quite trivial compared to mine. As you can tell, I am dreadfully powerful. However, my true potential has yet to be unleashed. Bask in the shadows and remember that sinking feeling you get when you turn off the lights as you return to your bedroom. Then this eerie primal instinct to hasten yourself kicks in while your heart begins to rumble with fear. That, my friend, is but a lick of what true darkness can do. You help my power grow. But with that said, I'm afraid to say my power is waning. If not for your summoning ritual, I may be. Nay, such thoughts are wasteful. Anyhow, I have been waiting in the abyss in search of a companion. Such feelings are unnecessary, although not unwelcomed. You see, the essence of darkness must be discussed before obtained. I have been waiting for eons for a worthy conversational partner. Our sinister lamentations in pure nightfall will serve as the dark ritual and bring forth my armaments. My armor forged from the shadowy depths. Think of them as parts to my true self. However, I have long lost them back during the Great Cataclysm. Naturally, but I am equipped to ease your wandering mind. Know that even this discussion will feed into our dark search. What troubles you, my penumbra? The tragedy that befell my comrades. Before, it was a peaceful time. My fellow denizens of the dark and I conversed in the shadows. Then, suddenly, a great power beyond any of ours divided us. I have not seen my allies since, and at the same time, my armament was lost. It is an unexplainable force beyond reason, but that won't matter once I am at full strength. What troubles you, my penumbra? While it may appear childish, it is a title that bears significance to me. Even creatures of the dark are entitled to nostalgia, and its relevancy continues to capture my very essence. Lord of Shadows. Oh, signature embellishments. You'd be surprised how popular of an identity Shadow Lord is. Can't just have anybody proclaim they are the true Lord of Shadows. Which is why I leave my mark as such. What troubles you, my penumbra? I'll have you know that these aren't just any normal raiments. They have no physical form. My armor is of a corporeal shade. But after I obtain just a single piece of it, the pressure of my dark aura will rise exponentially. As I said, by having conversations, we initiate the ritual. Join me in darkness, and my power shall inevitably return. I descend into the Vantablack pools and re-emerge as my true, awesome form. I sense your curiosity. Stay close, Penumbra, and you shall someday see.
Shadow Lord falls silent for a moment, as though listening for something you can't hear. He makes a fist, nodding to himself.
Can this be?
He spreads his arms wide, opening his clawed hands as if to receive something.
Yes. The dark power begins to creep and course through me. I knew I had a good feeling about you, Penumbra. A piece of my armament has returned. My soul quivers with might. Oh, that's exactly the idea. I thank you for awakening me. Encountering you has been the most exciting event in a very long time. For now, I shall relinquish you. Return to your quest. Oh, and no need to reinvite the light. You're now a denizen of darkness, after all. Unless being in the dark brings about a fearful sensation that tickles your heart too fiercely. Farewell.
Hello again, suspect. I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery. I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work. Ah, so you've heard of me. Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter. It was delivered to Dorian last night. At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown suspect dropped off a letter for Dorian. Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart. If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible. Here's the catch. The letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more. You would? I've never worked with anyone else before, but I think this could be good for the case. The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting. Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it. Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us. A stylized letter M. Seems likely. What should we look at next? I have it here. Semi-transparent and very thin. It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all.
She focuses a magnifying glass on the paper.
Yikes! Does seem to burn slightly slower than normal paper, though. What else should we try with the paper?
She gives the paper a...
Cuts just like normal. What else should we try with the paper?
She dips a corner of the paper in...
Look at that! It dissolved! What else should we try with the paper? Taste it?
She carefully dabs a corner.
How interesting! It's edible and tastes slightly starchy. What else should we try with the paper? What should we look at next?
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier about the smell you noticed?
Right. Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was strange, no? Good luck. Let me know if you happen to figure out who it was from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. And friendship.
What should we look at next? I've narrowed it down to 4 suspects. Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Matteo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was? I wish it could be the case. Guessing without enough clues, maybe you can help me on another case. Thanks again for trying. It really was very sweet of you. I could see myself going with someone with poor detective skills like yourself. Perhaps we have complementary skills. I would be the daring detective. You the administrative sort. The pretty type, you know? I'd fancy that.
An 18th century dandy strikes a dramatic pose before you, turning this way and that as though modelling in his own imaginary spotlight. He seems quite impressed with himself.
Yes, it's me. It's me. The one, the only Candelabra. Goodbye!
Don't.
Ah, you have been awfully rude. Trust me, everyone knows about that now. Everybody. And you return. Like me, your curiosity for scandal keeps you coming back for more. So, I will allow you another chance. Would you like to hear the latest gossip? That's the spirit. Well, well. Scandal time! This housedom, while it may appear peaceful from the outside, in fact, harbors a hotbed of scandal from the inside. For example, did you know that the previously paired aerialists, Washford and Drysdale, are no longer speaking to each other? Next, were you aware that known vagabond Bobby Pin is on the loose once more? Can you imagine the heist they are planning? Can you imagine the romantic dalliances as they make their way through the house? More scandals abound. They say there is a shadow that does not obey the laws of physics. A true scandal that undermines the physical realm. You know of the Lord of Shadows? He will not speak to me. Something to do with flames casting out light or some such nonsense. My esteem hardens and rises. But I am not finished with the daily scandals, no. One has heard of self-insert, yes? Could you imagine a video game in which all the creators inserted themselves at once at the same time? Such a thing is not imaginable. But in one that I've seen, they've hidden themselves within their very names. Oh, yes, indeed. Critics hate that sort of self-referential garbage. Very well. One last scandal. There's no possibility you've heard of it. Long ago, a relic was stolen from an island nation, brought to these shores, and hidden underneath this house in a box. Surely you haven't heard this yet. No matter. That is more scandal than your puny pate can handle. I will teach you the ways of the scandal monger soon enow.
An armored soldier with absolutely haunted eyes claps you on the shoulder, his iron grip jerking you towards him before you've even had a chance to introduce yourself.
Ranger! Oh, you survived the journey. And with all your limbs still attached, thank the immortals you made it here alive. Guys. Sheesh. This bunko buster crud nugget doesn't even know the lingo. Mayhaps my trust might be misplaced.
He starts suddenly, clapping his hand to his forehead.
Oh, and heck, where are my manners? Name's Nukem. Luke Nukem. Look at you! Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen another face. Except the faces in the walls, of course. They tell me to burn things. But I try to tune them out. Mostly because I already burned everything flammable weeks ago. No. My title is Combat Crew Commander. But I did have a great-great-uncle who was a Viscount. Hell, I wish, Ranger. Truth is, I'm just a grunt. That's an acronym. Greatest Reserve Unit notwithstanding Trevor. But Trevor's been missing, presumed exploded a few weeks now, so I think I'm up for a promotion. Anyway, forgive me if my extended isolation has eroded some of my social skills. I've just been stuck guarding this outpost for months. And you spend enough time out here alone, it's real easy to go feral. But don't worry, they have great solutions for that now. Death via nasal spears. Listen, it's a big upgrade from the nasal crowbar method, okay? Oh, I'm just so excited you weren't obliterated! When I heard Colonel Furnace was sending a division from across the Barrens, I thought for sure swarmers would rip your flesh to shreds and use your blood for fuel before you even made it to the first outpost. You certainly are. I appreciate that in a ranger. But wait, you came alone? Where's the rest of your division? Kruck! Ah, swarmers be damned. I'm so sorry, Ranger. May the Immortals provide the fallen safe transport to the Underrealm and solace in their everlasting night.
Luke begins to tear up.
Listen, I wish I could give you more time to decompress. I know you must be exhausted after your journey, but time is of the essence. We have much to discuss, and dangerously little time before our mission commences. I trust Colonel Furnace briefed you on the mission back at the fortification? Why, thank you, Ranger. Here's the situation. I have, in my possession, a handheld electromagnetic device powerful enough to flatten the Barrens entirely. From Cape Death, to the Death Zone, to Deathtropolis, the Citadel of Death. It's called the Magnetron. Here's an artist's rendering. Oh yes, I'm afraid the blast zone would completely decimate Deathtropolis in an instant, killing millions. And worse, the fallout would even irradiate the scenic suburb of Deathville, home of the world's widest asparagus festival. Anyway, to keep the device from falling into the wrong hands, it was permanently welded onto my armored exoskeleton, allowing me to transport it to its intended target. The Swarmer's subterranean nest. There, the device will be remotely detonated, eradicating the Swarmers and winning this war. Hopefully not. Not with your help, but also most likely, yes. I need you to meet me back here tomorrow at 0700 hours. After a light breakfast of irradiated grubs, I'll walk you through your training and our mission objectives. Affirmative, Ranger. The date? With destiny. All right, it's about time for me to begin my nightly patrol. Gotta make sure no swarmers infiltrate our defenses. May the Immortals watch over and protect you.
Well, look at that. You've made another friend. A true portal in arms, just like myself. Keep it up. It feels better and better the more you do, trust me.
Looking at the tiny, big-headed Dorian who stands before you, it's hard not to wonder if perhaps the Dateviators have glitched. But a quick inspection does seem to show they're working just fine.
What are you looking at? I am slightly smaller than the rest. No big deal. Still a door, not a cabinet, not a hatch. A door, just as much as the rest. Understand? Good.
Johnny is in his own world when you come upon him. He's talking to himself rather than his usual singing, counting things up on his fingers and running a hand through his curls.
Seriously, the grout needs replacing too. Heck, I ain't got time for that. Gorgeous! You came back. What a surprise. I reckon I didn't think you would. Well, that should do. I can see your word is your bond. A much stronger bond than the grout in my tiles, evidently. Anyway, I'm just so glad to see that smiling face again. Makes me happy as a clam in butter sauce. Hey, simmer down now. You're getting me steamy about the minute. That's right. I did make you that promise. Okay, but first, a question for you. You're not a big-time record producer, are you? I'll see. I'm just sorry you're not a big-time record producer, too. Then I'd be sweet on you, no question. Oh, heck no. It'd just be the maraschino cherry on top of the hot fudge sundae. See, I was just asking whether you were a producer, because I was thinking about our conversation the other day. About dreams and all. And I've decided I ain't gonna be a shower much longer. That's a great question, which I'll answer after I recite this little speech I prepared. Don't get me wrong or nothing. Being a shower is an honest way to earn a living. My pappy was a shower. My grandpappy was a shower. Heck, my old hound dog Duke. Well, I reckon he's a shower too. Got me some mighty fine memories of being a shower. Most of them involving sundry drain cleaning products and the way they make me feel inside. But it just ain't my true calling, you understand? Do you know what my real passion is, gorgeous? Very close, ravishing, and perceptive. I like that. My dream, the raison d'etre of my humble existence on this crazy spinning marble, is to be a professional. Say, well, I never told anyone that before. Does it surprise you? Well, it's the truth. See, ever since I was a little baby spigot back in Nashville, rocking on my mama's knee, all I ever wanted on this great green earth was to be a superstar. Like my heroes, Elvis Parsley, Lady Wawa, and Chris Barrett. And ever since then, I've practiced whenever I can. Watched every video tutorial there is. But there's just one problem. It's mighty embarrassing. But my problem is, I'm just too gosh dang insecure. I want to share my love of music with the whole wide world. I want to be recognized for my talents. But every time I think about putting myself out there, I just fall to pieces. Well, I suppose something a little like this. My palms get sweaty, my hands won't stop shaking. How can I be ready when my heart beats are racing? Ooh, wow. That's actually pretty dang good. You don't have any waterproof paper on you by any chance, do you, Gordon? You know what? That's a great point. My pappy, grandpappy, and old hound dog Duke sacrificed too much for me to throw away my dreams just because I'm a little afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of failing? Heck, folks gotta deal with much scarier things than that all the time. Like spiders. And PFAs in the water supply. Gorgeous, meeting you has truly been the kick in the pants I needed for a long old time. Insecurities, go kick rocks. It's time for Johnny Splash to make his big, splash. Oh, absolutely. It's time to finally get out of this humdrum shower life and go full steam ahead. First, I'm gonna just send a message to my boss and tell him I quit. And that his hairstyle can suck eggs. You're 34 now, Daryl. Time for an adult haircut. Daryl? He's my boss. And set. Woo! I'm so dang nervous. Heck, my hands are all shaking, but I feel swell, you know? Real swell. Though, that may just be the adrenaline talking. Either way, now it's done. It's time for step 2. Record my audition for American Maestro. It's America's #1 reality TV show. I'm surprised you ain't never heard of it. It's been streaming on Valdivian Plus for like 100 seasons at this point. True, most of their programming is cheap, generic, forgettable trash. But American Maestro is something special. It's a singing competition series where the best future pop stars of America duke it out, vocally speaking, for the chance to be crowned America's Maestro. You're exposed to an audience of millions, and the winner receives a big old recording contract with Valdivian Records. It's always been my dream to compete, and hopefully, to win. Can I count on your help? Amazing! I'm just so, gosh dang excited! All right, I'm gonna go get rehearsing and get started on my application. Can you meet me back here tomorrow to record my audition? After all, you're my inspiration. See you tomorrow, gorgeous. Well, hello.